Good. You guys feeling pretty good? Yeah, that's right. What a pleasure to be here tonight. It's nice to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming out. Once again, I have the distinct honor to get to play with Miss Betsy Tinney on the cello and Gelly Wurzner on the viola. I'd just like to start out with this song for you. Diamond crests are flowing and run across the valley beneath the sacred mountain and wander through the forest where trees have leaves of prisms that break the light in colors that no one knows the names of. It's time I'll go and wait beside the legendary fountain till I see your form reflected in its clear and jeweled waters. And if you think I'm ready, you may lead me to the chasm where the rivers of our vision flow into one another. I will want to die beneath the white cascading waters. She may beg and she may plead, and she may argue with her logic and tell me all the things I lose that really have no value. And in the end I'll surely know I wasn't born to follow. See you guys tonight. For the alive and awake out there. She came to me in a dream last night. A little dark, it was hard to see. From out of the black whispers my name. As hot as the flame, she leaned close to me, asked me to dance. She said, boy, this might be your last chance. Stand close to me now and look her right in my eyes. Now tell me, how bad do you really want to touch the skies? Alive. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am alive. I will be who I want to be here now. beside himself at a table neath the window and near the door. And I stop and think to myself, did he ever really want more? Did he laugh? Did he live? Did he love and forgive? Did he yell just as loud as he could? At the end of his days, does he sit back and say all the things that he wished he would? I am all life. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am all life. I will be just who I want to be here now. Laugh? Do you live? Do you love and forgive? Do you yell just as loud as you could? Yeah, and at the end of your days, do you sit back and say all the things you wished you would? Sing, I am all life. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am all life. I will be who I want to be. I sing, I am all life. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am all life. And I will be who I want to be here now. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to be home tonight. Oh my gosh. Come sit down. I wasn't talking specifically just to you. It's part of the song, but I was. Come sit down, will you? Talk with me now. I can see by your eyes there is so much life. We are biding our time for these myths to unwind. All these changes we will confront. So please be well with every place that you go, and look to your soul for the things that you know. For the trees that we see cannot forever breathe with all the changes they will confront. And oh, some people just won't understand. No, they won't understand these things. They'll say, thank you for the message, but I don't understand. No, I don't understand these things. The sacred land, it has seen many hands. It has wealth and gold, yet it's fragile and old. And all the greedy souls just don't care to know if all the changes they will confront? Speak out loud of all the things you are proud, and if you love this coast, keep it clean as it holds, 'cause the ways that it shines may just dwindle with time, and all the changes they will confront. So hold nice and close the ones that get to your soul, so that when it is cold you won't feel so alone, 'cause the road you take may just crack and break with all the changes they will confront. With each gift you share, you may heal and repair. With each choice you make, you may help someone's day. Well, I know you are strong, may your journey be long, and now I wish you the best of luck. You know some people just won't understand, no, they won't understand these things. They'll say, thank you for the message, but I don't understand, no, I don't understand these things. Come sit down, will ya talk with me now? Let me see by your eyes there is so much life. We are biding our time for these myths to unwind, all these changes will confront. Miss Gelly and Miss Betsy. Some more fiddle.
I wouldn't mind more cello either.
Can we kind of turn all the monitors up? I think we're all kind of grooving into each other's parts. And awesome. But so the first time that the three of us ever performed together was almost 2 years ago. And
Last time you posted.
that was the last time we performed together. It was 2 years ago too. And we had played individually with each other and shared some music, but to all come together as a trio, came together live for the very first time on this stage for a concert. And we just sparked an idea to put out a song and let yourself go into it, and without any rules or expectations. Where can you possibly go? And then last night we got together for the first time for a rehearsal, which was such an odd idea that we all would play without a crowd. It was kind of a magic thing to spark an idea. And that's what this time of year is anyways, is you're staying warm around the fire, kind of sparking little ideas to see what's going to happen in the springtime. Oh yeah. Let's play Sailor. Let's switch the set, please. So I was trying to drive through Seattle about 11 o'clock the other day. Oh my God! I didn't know if this was a new bridge. I didn't know what. I thought for a second the poles had shifted and we were at Mardi Gras. There was such a bunch of people. It was what an astonishing thing. I've been to some pretty big gatherings, some peace rallies, but I've never been to a rally like a football rally ever before. What a crazy thing. And to be overwhelmed by the spirit of your neighborhood, or to be overwhelmed by that spirit of where you come from, and to have some pride in it, and that's what I was really into. I was really proud of. I'm born and raised here, and my dad was a big Seahawks fan, and I was into guitar and playing music, and my dad used to be a television host for Como Television, and had a radio show on a radio station here in town before then. And his good buddy Ivor Hageland, who had the one seafood restaurant, or the restaurant in town, he was a troubadour as well. And back in those days, that Seattle spirit, that pioneering spirit of getting together and rallying something magical together. I remember him telling a story where a syrup truck overturned on one of the big hills in town, and there was syrup spilling out, just going down the road and down the road. My dad was on the radio. He got the news to let everybody know to avoid that road. There's syrup slick on that road. And so he said that, but then he also called up Ivor and said, "Hey, Ivor, why don't you come over?" So Ivor came over with griddles and pancake mix. Used the free syrup that was given to us pirates, locals, and made pancakes for everybody. Yar! It was just that in the old days of Seattle, and to see that spirit come out. I wrote a song about Seattle, about the old days of Seattle, about the Great Seattle Fire, about the idea to build up a city, burns down, and then we build it right up again. Here is what I think might have taken place on that fiery day. John, he was a sailor in the waters of the Sound. He'd play the wind like strings. On topmast high, he'd fly through the air, just like his heart had wings. On Front Street in a corner flower stand, handing out daisies and daffodils. But when sunset comes, she's down on the pier waiting for one, dressed all up in ribbons and frills. On the 6th day of June, John's out on the waves. A fire cast Seattle all in flames. In a circle made of flowers, she fell to her knees, crying her lover's name. With all the wind on the sea held tight in his sails, and Annie's voice burning in his ear. 20 knots they say yes, he sailed into the harbor through the fire of Julius Pier. Through the smoke she was there, waiting for John to come home. As the city burned on all around, with one hand on the tiller and another around her, he sails her off into the sound. John, he was a sailor in the waters of the sound. He played the wind like strings. On topmast high he'd fly through the air, just like his heart had wings, just like he could touch his dreams. Good old Seattle song. Let's do Blessed to Be a Witness. Parted the sky through all the darkness on you and I. Through fight and storm, still his blood is my own. Gather round, for today won't come again, won't come again. I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed to be a witness. blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed to be a witness. Some have flown away and cannot be with us, not here today, like the hills of my home. Some have crumbled and now are gone. Only by the grace of God, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed to be a witness. Thanks. In the spring of 2011, I had the opportunity to go play in the Himalayas, to go play on Mount Everest with some Sherpas and some Nepali rock stars. It was the craziest thing, a month of my life where we put our gear on yaks and for 25 days hiked into where it was hard to breathe, where it was into towns or villages where no one had ever seen a white person before, let alone a person from Redmond, you know? And to sing my voice out across as far as I could, as high as I could get, and to try to make a change. And, the tour was for climate change. There in Nepal, they know that the mountains are melting. They see that, and they just want to know if anyone in America is listening and knows that that's going on. And so that was what the tour was about, was that awareness of being better stewards of our planet and working together as a world to make it a clean place. And I took this song with me. It was nice to hear Obama say something about climate change at his speech to the nation. It's kind of fun. It's safe to talk politics in a coffee shop, or religion in a spiritual bookstore, or football in a stadium, or even here. It's okay to be alive and walk forward. You don't have to ask permission to do the right thing. Crossroads between wrong and right, awake in the moment at the strike of midnight. Any move that I make will take me from here. You can leave me in the dark with nowhere left to turn. Still my light will shine bright, oh, my mind it will burn. But there is still one thing that can't take away. My hands in the dirt, oh, my eyes open by the rise and the fall of the tide. I will head with my bow and face it in to the wind, 'cause you can pass me out to sea while the storm rages on, and I'll be carried upon the waves like the chords of a song. But there is still one thing that can't take away. All right, ladies. You can blindfold the truth and you can leave me no choice. You can beat me down, no, and hush my voice, but I'll hold in my heart what they can't understand. For I've lived within the lies that we proudly get fed, and I've been lost into a world with no place to lay my head. There is still one thing that can't take away. Show some love for these ladies here playing their hearts out to you. Yeah. In a country bought by greed and starving for more, with a crook for a king who has sold us to war. While fighting I'll die, but you'll know where I stand. 'Cause you can ask a man to kill, you can beg a man to bleed, but tell me, where is the honor in taking more than you need? There is still one thing that can't take away. There is still one thing that can't take away. Love that. Oh my gosh. What an honor and a privilege to be playing. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys tonight. It's so nice to see you. This is my first night as a free musician, man, of playing at a venue in this cool town. It's a nice spot you have here. And let's give it up for Mr. Kevin Oakes and Makia, for Tyler and for Aaron for holding fast here, giving us a place to play out our music and to shine our light in this neighborhood, especially when the winters are long and gray. Something that'll make the kid really likes. Actually, I've been playing a lot of kid music recently. I've got two new twins, twin girls who are now 3 months, and you can already tell which one is the singer already. And so it's been this blissful, incredible journey of parenthood. And those of you who are parents, I mean, a shout, a hoot and holler, raise your hand if you're parents out there. Yeah, right? That's right. That's right. And you know the blissful ride of new babies in your house and all this love and energy and take a little nap here. It's nice to be out where for 2 hours I am doing diaper free. I'm not doing anybody's diapers tonight. I know. And they helped me with the set list tonight. But let's see. Let's do the song for Pete Seeger at this point in time. Pete Seeger, the incredible light being who, speaking of kids, on his last recording, he drove from upstate New York to New York City with his band of like 24 little kids, and that's who he sang with. And when we found out that his life was over, and his songs are are still coming out. Very few times in life does a person like that comes along with a big heart and isn't afraid to play the right kind of music and to get blacklisted and still keep playing. And on his banjo, he had the words, "This machine surrounds hate and forces it to surrender." And that's what it said around his banjo. Fucking A, that's serious. That's like, and to play that in the caliber of, for the first time ever, really, songs were being played with a purpose, for a fight, to make a difference in the world. And it spurred on all of us singer-songwriters who continue in that tradition. And so I had to try to play something for Pete and for the songs that still ring true in our heart. Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven. It's time to be born. And a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to reap, a time to kill, and a time to heal, and a time to laugh, and a time to a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to build up and a time to break down, a time to dance and a time to mourn. Time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven. It's a time of war. Time of peace, a time of love, and a time of hate, a time that you may embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. gain and a time to lose, a time to rent and a time to soul, a time to love and a time to hate, and a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. That's for you, Pete, and the songs he gave to us in our hearts. Let's play one more and then switch things around. In that same line of songwriters, from Pete Seeger to Woody Guthrie. Woody Guthrie, the one in F, was kept writing up until his death in the hospital bed. Bob Dylan would go visit him and try to learn and to hear the stories, and felt like Woody Guthrie, would go into factories, play there, get beat up, but playing songs to try to make the workforce a better place, taking his guitar into that kind of venue and that kind of place. One of the songs he wrote that I never got a chance to record is this sweet song called Mountain Bed, of that sacred place that you find when your heart is young, with just one another, marking a time that you know you were alive. Still sing of our mountain bed we made of limbs and leaves? Do you still sigh there near the sky where the holly berry bleeds? You laugh as I covered you over with leaves, your face, breasts, hips and thighs. You smiled when I said that the leaves were just the color of your eyes. Your arm was brown against the ground, your cheeks part of the sky. Your fingers played with grassy moss, and limber did you lie. Your stomach moved beneath your shirt, your feet were in the air. Your cheeks played games with the mountain roots while we lie thinking there. Below us grew trees, grew clumps of trees, raised families of trees, and they, as proud as we tossed their heads to the wind and flung good seeds away. The sun was hot and the sun was bright there in the valley below, where your people starved and hungry for life, so empty, come and go. shade, we hid from the sun. We freed our minds and learned. Our greatest reason for being here, our bodies moved and burned. There on our mountain bed of leaves, we learn life's reasons why. People laugh, oh, and they love, and they dream, and they fight, and they hate to die. I learned the reason why a man must work, and how to dream big dreams. Conquer space and time, the rivers and the seas. I stand here filled with my emptiness now, and I look at the city and land, and I know why farms and cities are built by hard, hot, nervous hands. Across many states, just to stand here right now, my face all hot with tears. Across city and valley and stream, just to bring my body here. My history and future blaze bright in me, and all my joy and pain go through my head on our mountain bed, where I can smell your hair again. All this day long I linger here on and on into the night. My greeds, my desires, my cravings, my hopes inside me fight. My loneliness heal, my emptiness fill. I walk above all pain, back to the breast of my woman and child, to scatter my seeds again. Miss Gelly Wurzner on the viola, Miss Betsy Tinney on the cello. My name is Clint McCune. We got CDs for sale, and we're going to get some coffee, take a little break, get a cup of coffee, buy some stuff, and then we'll have a special guest. Mr. Steve Noonan is in the house tonight on a tour from California up here, and we'll start the next set with him. So thanks very much, guys. We'll see you after the break.
Songs for Tori.